Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the HermitCraft server, we are about to go see what has happened to our pop-up shop. Well, I'm roughly under where my stuff is gonna fall. Okay. It looks like our pal Skiz has indeed removed our shop, and, apparently walled it off. So we're gonna go investigate that. I might need to make sure that none of my stuff got left up there on the glass. I just went shopping and bought a ton of uncooked fish, and... okay, yeah, you know what? The elytra is still up there. I came over here to see how Skiz and Scar had handled our pop-up shop, and it appears that they removed the shop. They gutted this thing. That's an extraction zoom. In the process of removing my shop, it seems they have agitated Pearl, who has run through here and augmented these things quite a bit. I give it a B, although CubFan rates it as neat portal. Anyway, hopefully we can get up here to recover my elytra before that despawns. How high up are we? Okay, so in theory, I died somewhere inside of this thing. And there's my stuff. Wow. I can't believe how much of it actually, like, just was contained up here. Ooh, there's my boots. Ooh, my elytra. That's the most important bit for coming back up here. As I was saying, I was just doing some shopping. I was picking up some fresh fish, and some fireworks rockets, and some iron, and okay. I feel like that's probably about everything. I reckon what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take care of these, and then we can just go down here to the bottom, and I think if we put like a pressure plate underneath the bottom gravel, it should get rid of all of the gravel. So, we will swing by the Prismarine Palace. Howdy, Prismarine Palace. Actually, what are the prices over here? Are there Prismarine prices? Well, there's no prices marked on any of this. And the shulker boxes aren't named with the prices, so maybe this store isn't open yet. Although, maybe these are just examples. Maybe we're supposed to know when we look at it that, like, 3 goes in there, or there's nothing in that one. 4. See, yeah... yeah, I don't feel ready to extrapolate that. We'll come back another time. But, okay, can we escape out that hole there with our mad flying skills? Woo! Well, now I'm angry. Fantastic. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Is we are going to try to recollect all of our gravel there. Now, because that's not a fortune pressure plate, some of that might get turned into flint, but it'll be fine. I mean, it takes a while, but it will be fine. Actually, I don't think any of it turned into flint. That's shockingly effective. No flint. Wow. I just want to take a minute to admire this. I think Pearl's upgrades here are pretty exceptional. The tongue on this is definitely better, more rabbit-like. You can tell by the antennae. So yeah, this is definitely a major upgrade here. I'm excited about this on the whole. But I want to go and visit our shop in the departmental lockup back here and see how things are going there. Okay, look at this. Skiz didn't bother rebuilding it in here. He rebuilt this thing. He rebuilt Etho's shop. So y'all probably saw that I was super busy last week editing Permitmaster. But when I wasn't editing Permitmaster, I was bringing about 42 double chests worth of stone over here for Etho. So that let me grab quite a few verdant froglights. Where did those all end up? Let me show you. Time skip! Our oval is well underway with its major diameter of 900 blocks, its minor diameter of 600 blocks. Our model of the Bell Laboratories Research and Development Campus from Holmdel, New Jersey, is a work In progress! Woo! Since removing all that water, which you can tell where the water was from the, dirt, I've actually gone through, taken all those verdant froglights, and continued the oval around through here. We actually have a pretty cool series of valleys and tunnels I'm in the process of cutting. Assuming that we can land this flight. Ooh, look at that! Imagine I had done that with Cub Fans thing earlier. That would have been way better. But anyway, we've got a bunch of roads and things like that we're going to have partially open to the sky, partially going through mountains. I think the contrast there will look a lot cooler than just long underground tunnels to nowhere. I mean, it's not going to be to nowhere, because these are like concentric roads that are going to link up. So here's a place where we're carving a valley. There's going to be a big pond out here that we need to put in. This road is going to turn and go through this arch, which is going to look awesome. We're also getting really hungry. I hope those fish are nearly done cooking. But as much fun as it has been working on large-scale project stuff, I have really been itching to go participate in Cub's Labyrinth. You can see the glass above the labyrinth there. And so, yeah, why don't we go ahead, see if our fish is done cooking, and maybe go on a quick tour of Cub's Labyrinth. A self-guided tour of mystery! You can't come, you're too short. Sorry, pig. It's Labyrinth time! The Labyrinth. Welcome to the Labyrinth. The goal of the Labyrinth is to get through all 6 stages as quickly as possible to become a member of the Circle of Champions. Fastest person this month gets a prize. Rules: don't break or place blocks or punch mobs. Clear your inventory and armor. You can bring food. You can use things in chests and barrels to help. No F5 enter free cam. If you see a bed, click on it to set your spawn. There are checkpoints within the labyrinth. 6. Each section of the labyrinth is tougher than the last. You can leave and return at some points. 7. Time your run if you want. There is a Circle of Champions area at the end where you can put your best times. Best time in the first month will win an in-game prize. Good luck. Woo! Well, I have set my spawn here. Looks like we have 2 choices for entering the labyrinth. Let's see. This one has 2 moss blocks. That one has 1 moss block. There's probably a method that people are supposed to use if they're good at mazes. I'm not good at mazes. I'm just going to kind of mentally wander around, and then I hit a dead end. This is basically how my thinking goes. I'll just start mumbling to myself, and then be like, wait, is that something? And then it's like, no, that's literally a dead end. Because the labyrinth is so identical to itself, it's going to be hard for me to really tell where I'm going or what I'm doing from the first-person mode, which is why Cub has banned free cam here. Anytime that I cut to an overhead view in this recording, that'll be post-production, replay mod, camera account type stuff. This is not the area you're looking for. I need to do that in a better Cub voice. Hey guys, that's not the area you're looking for. No, that wasn't it. That sounded more like Cleo. This is not the area you're looking for. Already nailed it. Okay. So, we're going to backtrack here. I'm going to try again on that. Oh, another sign. There are only so many places it can't be, right? There are only so many places it can't be. Right. Thank you. I feel affirmed. Okay. So, I feel like if we just keep wandering aimlessly, we're either going to start retreading our steps by accident and then feel really dumb about it, although hopefully it'll look funny in the video, or we'll eventually get to where we need to go. Pro tip, if you see Ravagers, run. Uh-oh, okay. Luckily, I've played Decked Out before, so I don't think Ravagers can navigate a maze this size, though, so we're probably okay in here. Okay. You know what I should be doing is I should be using landmarks. Like that. Like that's a landmark. I'm not. I'm not using landmarks at all. So, but it's good to think about when I start really panicking about 45 minutes into this recording, then I can be like, okay, you remember that landmark idea that I was really dubious about? We're gonna revisit that. Hey! Okay. You know what we've accomplished is we have proven that part of the maze connects to this part of the maze. So the entrances both connect. Okay. So that's something. How are we on daylight? Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and sleep again before I go back in. But yeah, okay, I think we've proven that if we did go in on this side, any exit would have to be like out through here, because I feel like we went pretty far to the right that time. So the exit is probably going to be more on the left side here, or the west side, if you will. So if we generally head west and then north, I think we should probably end up where we need to go. The sun is setting so slowly. Am I timing myself? Oh! So I wonder, from a timing standpoint, is the clock still running while I'm looking at that, or did we fail and we're starting again? I think we keep the current time. So actually, I'm just going back in. You know, I'm just going back in. This is a maze that I forgot we're racing against the clock, as I'm just standing there looking directly at the sun, like a professional heliographer. Pro tip, check out the mountain closely in stage 4. Thanks, Cub fan. Okay. Okay, here we go. I feel like I'm starting to mentally understand the space. So I'm going to start having some real progress here. Everything earlier was more exploratory. This is the first branch we've had like that. So that's actually really promising. Okay. So if you find this one, type lol good one in the chat without context. I can't believe Asuma asked me a question immediately before that, but now I can't provide context or I'm breaking the rules of the maze. The maze says I'm not allowed to provide context. Asuma says, huh? Nope, sorry. Oh, dang it, that's not it. Okay. Oh boy, so I feel like we're generally just going left and over. Okay, so this is... I feel like we're getting further in. But then again, I felt like that last time, too, before I ended up back at the entrance. Okay. So we're going to backtrack past here. At this point, the biggest fear is I need to not backtrack too much. I need to only backtrack the appropriate amount. If I backtrack too far, then we're going to have a different problem. Okay, see this... I feel like this is where we were earlier. Yeah, okay. So let's try going this way this time. No, well, that was not successful. Is this area 2? Is this the Ravager area? Okay. Foot pedal time. I'm assuming there's going to be Ravagers in here, but maybe not. I hear lava. Okay, so we came in that way. So there's 2 exits, it looks like. So the parkour course has exits as well. Now, I feel like of the 2 here, the part that we're actually more likely to want is to go this way. Yeah, because when we look at how this maps... Yeah. Yeah, we definitely want to go the left course here. This might be where Jevin gave up. Jevin was telling me the other day that he couldn't get past the first section because it was too hard. And I see now... Okay, see, I don't know enough about parkour. I think we want to go to that one. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is scary. Ah! So close. I feel like I can do this. Nope. Could not do this. If I jump onto that one, is this way an easier set of jumps? Because that actually has a value. If I can consistently get over here and it's not a complete dead end, or even if it is a dead end, if it's funny. Okay, so there's redstone there, holding those in place. Okay. Did I hear a witch? You're lost. Send a flare. Maybe it will help. Oh, maybe he's indicating that if you look up, you can see the general shape of the labyrinth and tell where you are inside of it. The entire plaid thing up there is the land. It's you can navigate off this. I was looking at that thing as the only visual landmark, but this whole plaid thing up here is a visual landmark. Okay. This isn't shaped like an arrow, also. I'm not missing something really obvious with the firework. No. Okay. Now, the thing is, yeah, I feel like there's no way for this side to actually go back around. I think we've seen literally everything over here. Yeah, this is a dead end except for the flare, I think. So we're going to go back out this way. And we're going to jump over to there. All I gotta do is make 8 jumps. I got a feeling this won't take me 15 minutes. Oh no. Okay, things I am not the best at include jumps. Okay, we are out of food, so we have to get this jump before we can't sprint anymore, is kind of where we're at. I definitely need to go across to there, and then down to that one without clipping this corner. That's where I keep running into trouble, is I keep clipping that corner. But if I can get to there, and then straight across, I need to, like, run and jump to there. That one's a long jump. I'm a little worried about that, but okay. No, I did not make that. If I can make it to there, then it's just 2 more, but we're going to start running out of lamb shanks or whatever down there in the lower right. I can't even consistently hit the first 2 jumps, is the other thing. This is not something I am prepared for or am good at. I thought the parkour challenges might be a little bit further in. I was like, we'll hit a checkpoint first. But no, we won't. Should I be looking down more rather than at what I'm jumping toward? Is this going to help if I'm just, like, looking down? Wow, that actually might be helping significantly more than I expected. Dang it, there's that corner again. Dang it. Not doing great on the health front. Okay, so we can't miss this jump or I think we'll die. Well, we didn't die. Yay, good job us. Dang it. Okay. Nope, hit the ground too hard. And we're back out here. I think we're gonna call that an attempt. I don't know how to do better at this. I see why Jevin said that he just gave up. Like, I feel like if I brought food that teleported me like chorus fruit next time, that might give me the edge I need. Because I don't know if I can make those jumps. Oh well. So we're going to stop the clock on that attempt. And then, you know what? I want to get some work done in the nether. Time skip. For the changes I want to make to the nether, I need a lot of light blue stained glass. I had no trouble finding that. However, Deepslate, a little bit harder to find. Now, look at this. There's some Deepslate. Stress does have the permit for Deepslate, so I'm assuming that this must be the shop. It's a little bit outside of the shopping district, which is underneath that firework there, but I'm assuming this is Stress's Deepslate shop. She usually takes the summer off to hang out with her kids, which is really cool. Oh yeah, there's her shop trophy. Okay, so where's the Deepslate? That's not it. This is not a very well-organized shop, by the way. Oh, wait. Here it is. Deepslate tiles, Deepslate bricks. It's a really convoluted structure, but I'm going to figure it out. Okay, so I'm going to put my wallet down. I'm going to get out a couple blocks of diamonds. And then... should we buy this whole shulker? I don't think we need the whole shulker. I think we'd be okay if we just bought a couple stacks of these, right? So that seems about fair. And then I guess we can be on our way. Time skip. Looking down at the nether map of our area, I see a few nether gaps in our area. We've got some snow that got attacked by gas there, but also, you know, I realize now that we've got that big aquarium in, and now that we've got Cub's Labyrinth started, we should probably get those marked on here. This is all at 1/8 scale so that the portals end up corresponding with their real overworld equivalents. But you know what? This particular hot dog here is now an aquarium. So if we pull out all of these beautiful little bits of green carpet, we can replace these with light blue glass, and I think that'll look pretty cool. Maybe. I mean, we'll find out. Well, that's looking pretty accurate. That feels about right in terms of the scale and the shape and everything. So now that we've got that aquarium roughly in place, I am considering maybe we do a layer of dark blue on the inside, but that's going to leave less space to build cool stuff. So if somebody builds something neat inside the real aquarium, like let's say somebody built a submarine inside the real aquarium, we could build a model in here if we have room. So I might just leave the walls this thin, maybe leave them light blue so you can see the cool stuff inside. But this purple area here is Cub's Labyrinth. And so I think the next thing we want to do is start actually getting some of these Deepslate things in. I believe that the Labyrinth is made of tiled Deepslate. I only wandered around it for, like, ever. But, so tiled Deepslate slabs might be appropriate here. So we just make a nice little maze here. One of the reasons I didn't do this already was because I was like, well, I want to really examine Cub's Labyrinth before I build a model of it. But I'm realizing that Cub's Labyrinth is too hard for me to complete in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm going to just put in a working, rough little maze here. And actually, we can play with it as we go. So we'll just have the whole thing be ringed with the Deepslate. I do know there's like a guardian pool or something at around here. So maybe we replace some of these with like dark blue carpets or something. That might not be a perfectly accurate representation of Cub Fans Labyrinth, but it doesn't look blatantly wrong to me, you know? And I feel like anybody flying over it would know what it was. Same thing for the aquarium. This is close enough. So let's go ahead and just patch up this little bit of snow problems over here. Then we can be on our way. Pig, get out of my way. I'm working. I'm working here. There we go. Look at that. Ah, it's so much more beautiful. Although I do like the light that the snow was getting from the flames, but it was also melting the flames. Wait, what is that over there? Oh, it's a villager. Carry on. That's fine. You just keep doing you, buddy. Time skip.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Jeff. What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Just working on some roads here, punching some
All right,
holes in these hills, getting some valleys going on, that sort of thing.
you have done quite a bit of work here, man. I was over here the other day for Cub's Labyrinth, which absolutely dominated me.
I got to that part that you mentioned, the first parkour part, where there's like a T. I could get the right jumps, but I couldn't get on the left side. I had to give up.
I could not make that left jump after 30 minutes of trying. I just quit.
I starved
I'm
to
done
death.
with this.
I got to the point where it's like, okay, I can't. I'm out of food, and every time I jump and fall, I take a half heart of damage. So, womp womp.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I asked you here today because I have a pretty serious question to ask you. In the shopping district, you might have seen some propaganda. You know, the NOPO, permits gotta go. I am the person behind that, and I am striving for change on the server, and I am trying to recruit people to join me. So more than anything, I think a lot of people think because they see the propaganda, they think that I want permits removed. That's
it does say no permits.
Yeah.
Permits gotta go. I mean,
we have NOPO. This is the name of the organization.
Okay.
We're for profit.
Okay.
And we have kind of decided on a new outlook for the team. So rather than removing permits, I want permits expanded from 1 hermit to 3 hermits.
Ooh.
This is going to allow for competition in the shopping district. Not only that, right? You're going to see more builds pop up. It's going to be more lively. There's going to be friendly competition, more diamonds flowing. You know, more capitalism, and capitalism's a great thing.
How are you going to distribute these permits?
I'm not sure.
Until I participated in the Permitmaster event the other day, I would have been 100% like, yeah, you know what? Let's burn it all down. Let's go nuts here. But now my primary goal is to participate in more Permitmaster events. That was the single most fun event I've participated in on the server in years. And we have fun all the time. All the time we're having fun on the server. And I was just blown away by how fun that was. So if your system is going to create a bunch of additional permits that people needed to compete on a comedy game show for.
Oh, perfect.
And I got to help plan or organize that. Now, we might not be able to call it Permitmaster because that's Cub and Grian's thing. We'd have to workshop maybe another name, but
that's fine. Yeah.
I am 100% on board with anything that lets me play more Permitmaster.
What you just said sounds so much fun. I want to do that myself, and I want to compete for more permits. I think the permit system is a really good idea in its infancy. But again, you know, I don't want to see shops go dead. I want to be able to buy stuff when I need it.
I mean, I literally do not care about any of that. I am fine with the shopping district being a complete burning mess. All I want to do is have dumb tasks where we compete.
There you go.
That is it. I want to make videos about doing silly stuff very quickly and then mocking each other mercilessly. That's it. That's all I need out of this. If you're on board, then you don't need to keep talking. I don't need to keep talking. We can go.
Perfect.
We can do it.
I think that works pretty good. So can I consider you a member of NOPO now?
As long as we are going to have some sort of Permitmaster style contest, if successful, then yes.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. If they ask me or ask us as a group as a counter argument to their permanent system, what we do, that's what we're going with. You have my word.
Well, here's my question is, in terms of demands, if we're basically just demanding to them, hey,
I got plans.
Give out more permits and do funny game shows to distribute them. If Cub and Grian say, okay, yeah, sure, or then we've just won, right? Like, that's fine,
we have.
Right?
You're exactly right. We have.
So I feel like whether we have to take the law into our own hands or whether they see how much fun we're about to have and say, no, we want to have that fun. I think.
Listen, if it comes to a peaceful resolution, I'm fine with that. I want better conditions in the shopping district.
I do not care about those. Once again, that is not my problem.
I understand, but the better conditions lead to what you want to do. So
Maybe. But
or fighting to lead to what you want to do.
I want more mini games
Yes.
where we play
But-
Permitmaster. That's
well,
it.
Here's the thing, right? As a member of NOPO, we are going to be doing countermeasures to the permits, and so you
Okay.
will have some tasks that they'll be pretty fun. So I think you'll like them.
Interesting. So we could even frame our protest events as practice tasks for
Yeah,
permit
we could definitely
competitions.
do that.
I
I could, we
okay.
could make you do things like follow hermits around and just stare at them and be weird, or anything above. We can.
Okay, I
the
can start.
sky's the limit there.
I can start
really.
brainstorming tasks.
Perfect.
If we were gonna have some sort of group pitch meeting for stuff like this, when do I need to be ready by?
I will let you know. I just want to let you know that you were the first person that I approached, because when I was thinking about the revolution and who to contact, I said Joe Hill's number one. You're my first priority.
Well, thank
So
you.
you're the first person that I've spoken to, and I think it's important to get you on my side because I feel like you're a very good asset for this.
I did actually study this sort of thing in college. Not
I did not know
exactly
that,
this,
but I did not
yes.
know that, but just based on the way that you handle your life, and I've seen on Twitter, on Twitch, things like that, I feel like you were the first person that I needed to contact. So
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
awesome. Well, first off, welcome to NOPO. I will be in contact soon about other members joining, because I got some other interviews lined up coming up soon with some other members. We're gonna try to get a group together, make a headquarters, and then at first meeting, we're gonna start really working.
Awesome. And
Awesome.
Yeah, if the headquarters needs like a theater for running game show events out of, or a small house for running game show events out of, I'm happy to build any game show event related assets that the organization needs.
Got it. So in terms of your role in the position, I'm going to go ahead and make you COO of entertainment.
Chief Game Show Officer, you could call me.
So CGO.
Yes.
You are the official CGO of NOPO.
Woo! I'm
All
hyped.
right, man. Thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to start doing fun, drive the permit office crazy people activities. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Until next time, Jeff, this was Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee.
Bye.
Keep adventuring.